Hey everybody, it's Kyle coming to you from the car as I drive. No, I'm not at a volleyball or swim practice. No, I'm not waiting somewhere to pick somebody up after work. I'm actually driving on my own recognizance. Is that how it said? Recognizance? Something like that. Anyway, so it is hot. I don't know if you're feeling that, but I'm feeling it. I think it said it was 102 degrees right now, and it's 6:30 p.m. Yeah, that would be hot where I come from, really where anybody comes from. Unless you live on, Mercury or Venus, I guess. Anyway, it's warm, guys. All right, enough whining. Wah, wah, boo-hoo. So this is the time when I'm actually alone instead of having my lovely family around me. My son is off to Northern Tier, so he has probably been canoeing in the Great Lakes, in Lake Superior today. So hopefully he's making it okay. It sounds pretty rough to me. I know they canoe a lot each day, and then they're going to do some hiking too. So it's going to be quite a trip for him. But I think it'll be good. I think that it'll be really the adventure of a lifetime for him. So hopefully he's having a good time and hopefully, doing as good as he can in this scenario. What's going on that's good for me? Lots of stuff, as always. And I think I already told you guys too, besides my son being gone, my wife and my daughter are at Girl Scout camp. So, yeah, that's been pretty, there's been a lot of buildup leading up to that. It's a very stressful time for my wife. As a matter of fact, she kind of had a little bit of a panic attack yesterday. It's the first time she's ever had one. Now she knows what those are all about. But there was just a lot of stress going on, a lot of things happening, and it was kind of all adding up at the same time. And just too much, really, just too much stress at one time. But she's doing okay, and hopefully she'll have a good Girl Scout camp regardless. I'm sure she will. She's an excellent organizer, and I'm sure she's got this whole thing set up, and it's going off without a hitch. So that's awesome. But what's going on that's good in my life, other than these things, right? Lots of stuff, but one thing I can tell you is this. I went ahead and decided to go ahead and trade in my Galaxy Fold 4. The issues with the screen that I had, the way it kind of folds shut a little weird, and it's not like flat, is alarming to me. And I believe that's actually what's been causing stress on these screens over time for people, and that's why the screens are breaking and going out. Which, I have an extended warranty and all that stuff, and I have the Samsung Care Plus package and all that, so it's taken care of, but it's still kind of a hassle, So I saw the opportunity. I had a great opportunity to trade it in and get a big amount towards another device. I went ahead and did that, and that device is the Galaxy Fold 5. Hey, yeah. So basically, I'm just upgrading to the latest version of the same device. It doesn't have a whole lot different on it. I mean, a new processor. I think the screen is a little bit better, the interior screen. Definitely brighter, if I remember correctly. But the real big factor is this. The hinge has been redesigned. So when you fold the phone shut, it folds shut. There's no gap in there for dust and shit to get in there, which is ultimately what ends up ruining the screen. Dust particles and other things get behind the screen, and then when you try and open it or shut it, it pushes up against the screen and sometimes through the screen and breaks the screen. So there you go, right? But yeah, so I went ahead and traded in towards that. That should be here August 11th, I believe. So a couple weeks away, but it's going to be great when it gets here. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hoping that it's a whole new dawn of foldable phones, and it's going to be a good one for me. So you guys know me with tech stuff. I am a nerd, and I love tech stuff, and so that'll be exciting for me. The great news, too, is I can just connect a USB-C cable between these two devices, and boom, new phone has all my shit on it. So that's exciting as well. But yeah, so that should be on the way, like I said, in a couple weeks. I'm looking forward to that. I actually considered not even doing an episode this week. It's just been a little hectic with everything going on, but I thought I'd go ahead and record one anyway. So here I am. All right, so what am I into right now? As far as music goes, I do like the new Greta Van Fleet album, Starcatcher. I think it's pretty decent album. It's got good sound to it. What I don't like is the fact that they're trying to charge $35 for it. That's a lot of money, man. I mean, it's 10 fucking songs, and I want to say like 40 minutes, maybe. $35, there's just no way on earth I'm going to pay $35 for that. It's not a collector's item. It's not a vintage record. It's fucking nothing like that, man. As a matter of fact, I looked at it at Target where it was $35, and they had some lame-ass red sparkle dust version or some shit. And I was like, you know what? I hate colored vinyl anyway. You guys know that. Why on earth am I going to pay $35 for this? So I took a big skipperoni on that one. And, I'll seek it out and everything. I'm hoping I can just get a copy of black vinyl, like normal human vinyl. I'm kind of tired of all this bullshit with all these colors. But I do like the record. I think I would like it even more if I had it at home and got to play it a lot and got to listen to it. I think it would kind of grow on me like the last one did. And, I'd be digging on it. But for right now, I just refuse to pay that much money for it. It's just, if it was $25, even if it was under $30, I'd feel better about it. But man, $35 is outrageous for 10 tracks. Outrageous, man. Maybe they forgot I got it for free on Spotify, guys. I'm in no hurry to get it, dude. It's not like that album is going to sell out everywhere, right? Even the last album didn't sell super well on vinyl. I mean, it sold okay, but it's like, I don't know, man. I'll be honest, I just don't get it. And if you look at the back of the record, made in China or made in Vietnam or whatever, and so they're making gazillions of them at a time, right? $35? Fuck off, man. No way. $25, I'll talk to you about it. Anyway, so I said no on that. I did order Jackson Browne, Running on Empty. They had it available for like $17 online, so I went ahead and went for that. So that should be coming in a couple weeks, probably a week and a half. So that'll be nice to have. Jackson Browne is kind of one of those guys that just doesn't get enough credit. He really helped shape kind of 70s and 80s music, and he just doesn't get the credit he deserves. I mean, I do have one of his records. I have Lawyers in Love, which was kind of a song that hit when I was younger. I remember the video, and I remember that song. I really dug it a lot. But I would like to collect more of his stuff and listen to more. Yeah, but I'm going to just kind of catch him on sale like this. I mean, he's got a lot of albums, all right? Then I have been listening to a lot of Joy Division, and so in turn some New Order, but mostly Joy Division. I watch, and I'll get into what I'm watching. So let me just cut over to that real quick. So I watched this documentary about Joy Division and kind of how they came to be. It's a pretty tragic story. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but they kind of were up and coming. I think they came around 77 or so to 79, maybe 80. And, well, it was definitely 80 when the band kind of stopped. But what happened is the lead singer had some severe physical illnesses, some issues. Primarily, he had epilepsy and didn't realize it until he kind of got into singing. I don't know if drugs brought it on or what happened exactly. I mean, you can be epileptic your entire life and never have a seizure. I do know that much. But anyway, he started to have seizures pretty regularly, and he would even have them on stage, you know. But they got to a certain level when they put out a second album in the UK to where it was time to go on a tour of the United States, right? And that was going to happen in 1980. And on the evening before they were to leave for the US, the lead singer hung himself. And that's really a sad story for a lot of reasons. Primarily because it's horrible if someone takes their own life. It's really sad. In addition to that, though, he was married, and he also had I believe, a newborn child. So it's just really a tragedy and a real bummer and everything. But it's made me more fascinated in their music to know the history behind that band and to understand where they were coming from and just what a big deal they were. I think they kind of really were under the radar here because they never got to do that United States tour. But man, they were very influential in things that were to come. And I'm not just talking, New Order, even though that's huge. The remaining band members, by the way, went on to form the band New Order. And so that's why I kind of keep bringing up those two at the same time. But it's an incredible documentary. I end up getting it on Vudu. They have these sales sometimes called fanflix.com or something like that, or .net. And they'll have these sales where it's like, buy 3 movies for $10 or something. And it's all digital, so it's on Vudu or whatever. But yeah, I mean, you own those movies. You can watch them as much as you want, right? And I get a lot of 4K ones on there for pretty reasonable, for $5 or less. And this one's not 4K, but it looked like an interesting documentary. I watched another one last night about Roger Corman and the history of Roger Corman and cinema in the United States, and it was amazing too. It's nice to know that Quentin Tarantino really pushed hard for Roger Corman to get that Lifetime Achievement Award because he definitely deserved it. So that was a really interesting one as well. But yeah, those are 2 really good documentaries that I've watched recently. In addition to that, we did watch The Flash, which well, first and foremost, and I'm not talking about the way he runs and stuff in it, because I don't know how you really do that. And I think they did okay with that. But in general, the computer graphics in that film suck ass. It looks like they weren't done. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like it wasn't finished yet, but they went ahead and put the movie out anyway. Yeah. The story and everything was good and interesting. I don't know why they feel the urge to say fuck in DC films. I don't get that, but whatever. Yeah, it was an interesting film, all right, and it wasn't bad. I mean, that guy's a good actor and everything. He's got a lot of problems, a lot of mental instabilities, but he could really be something. I mean, Andy Muschietti directed this film, and that's the guy who created It and It Part 2 or whatever. And he's good, right? And so it's a good story. It's a good idea. And the idea of all the different universes converging and the different Batman and Superman and Flash and Wonder Woman and all those different beings from different universes coming together at some point is amazing. It's cool. But really the best part of it was Michael Keaton putting on the Batman gear again and going out and kicking some ass. Other than that film's not really worth a shit. Sorry. Like I said, if you're a DC fan, you might be into it. You might be interested in watching it. If you're not, take a big pass because it's not very good, guys. I'll just warn you right now. That's it for what I'm watching. What am I reading? I've been reading some comics, here and there, a few things. Nothing too new or special, I don't think, off the top of my head. But yeah, I've been reading a little bit of new stuff or of some stuff and continuing. I'm reading the new run of The Incredible Hulk. It's pretty interesting. And a few other things, It's mostly horror stuff. You guys know me. I really dig horror comics. But I haven't read The Empire and the Rebellion, the two new Star Wars comics that came out, which are kind of in honor of the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, by the way. But I'll get around to those. Still listening to my audiobook, which is The Three Body Problem. That's really interesting as well. I had a long drive on Sunday to go down to pick my son up from Osceola, Missouri, from Bartle Scout Camp. So I got a chance to listen to a lot of that book. And it's interesting. It's also extremely slow. So you got to be prepared for that if you're going to check that book out. Gaming, nothing at all. I'll go ahead and just skip right on by that. I might get a little in while everybody's gone. We'll see. Podcast, nothing new there either. Same old stuff. I did go back to listening to the podcast Culpable, so I'm kind of catching up on some of those episodes I didn't listen to for a while. That's it, guys. Not much else going on. I'm just here at Carmen's. I went over to the Independence location. I'm going to grab some food, have a beer, maybe see my homeboy Elvin, and then head on back home. So I'll have some leftovers for tomorrow and just chill out for the rest of the evening. I'm sure I'll have to run up to Girl Scout camp at some point. It's not that far from where we live, and take something or pick something up. Who knows? We'll see. But that's all I got, guys. I appreciate you guys listening. I will catch up with you again next week. Hopefully have a little bit of something new for you to check out, or at least some more content. Kind of just made this up off the cuff when I decided to record at the last second. I appreciate you listening. I'll catch up with you soon. You guys take it easy. If you're out and about, it's so damn hot. Do me a favor. Get off my lawn.